Okay, I've got two questions for you, Chris, on this truly resilient teams package.
Yep.
Firstly, what does resilience really mean? I mean, I think I know what it means, but what does it really mean? And the second one is, if it is what I think it is, then it's an individual strength, but you talk about it in terms of resilient teams. Can you expand on this?
Okay, so let's go one step at a time. So resilience, broadly speaking, is our capacity to recover from toughness or difficulty. So there is inherent in the definition of resilience something about adversity, right? We've gone through something, it's tough, it's difficult, and resilience is quite simply, how do we react, or how do we kind of bounce back from that experience, right? That's what it
Yeah,
is.
so very individual.
Right. Now, your second question is kind of getting at, isn't that just how people are, right? Some people are naturally resilient. Some people are perhaps more susceptible, or they experience greater difficulties, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And it's not true. It's simply not true. The reality is that some people have developed a greater capacity for resilience through their experiences, right? So some
Makes
people have
sense.
gone through life, they've had difficulties, they've had tough experiences, right, as we all do, and they've learned coping strategies. In particular, they've learned coping strategies that work for them, right? So when we look at resilience, what you're really seeing is people's ability to have identified the things that they need to help them come back, or the things that they might use to kind of insulate them from that type of adversity, that toughness, and that difficulty. So it is most certainly a learned trait, but we have to
Can
know
you do
themselves
this
well.
on a team, Chris? Can you do this on a team?
Well, the team part is what we're hoping we're bringing that's slightly different. So when you look at the common narrative in the marketplace, and this is an important topic, right? It's a bit of a buzzword at the moment, resilience. A lot of it is focused on the wellness agenda.
Yeah,
So this is helping
exactly.
people eat better, sleep better, rest better, which are important topics. What
Yeah.
we see under addressed, not being talked about enough, is how do teams come together to ensure that the team is resilient? Not just the individual in it, but the team itself is a resilient team. And this is a slight difference. This is much more about another buzzword we're hearing, kind of new normal, right? So the new normal is the world is quite tough at the moment.
Yeah.
And if we want our
Yeah.
teams to be truly resilient, they have to have a totally different level of dialogue with each other, a totally different level of openness with each other about what they're experiencing, what they need from each other, how they can support each other. And really, this isn't the typical type of conversation that we have in business. And teams do need a little bit of support in just opening that level of dialogue. And that's what we're aiming to do on this type of program.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for the insight, Chris.